Homies are forever.
Hi everyone, I'm Mellissa.
I'm Bear.
And today we are doing a Goodwill BINS haul.
Yes.
We went to the Goodwill BINS.
We went to the Goodwill BINS.
We hadn't been there since the beginning of February. I think February 1st. And today is May 1st.
That's quite true, and we tend to be less enthusiastic about the bins each time we go there.
I know. So if you didn't know, we go to the Sarasota, Florida Goodwill BINS. And the bins are something that people love to go to find amazing deals. And we have found some amazing deals, or even really good deals over the years. But they have raised the price so much.
Yes. Well, they've raised the price, but they've made the pricing different.
Yes.
Not even aside from raising the price. I don't know if they've raised the price so much as they've made the pricing different.
So before it was clothing was a certain weight,
Yes.
and then other things were just like whatever they charged you. So things would be like, small things would be 10 cents or a quarter or 50 cents. Something very large might be a couple dollars. Now we went this first time in months, and they just push your cart on a scale and charge you a flat $1.99 a pound if it's under 25 pounds, or $1.59, 99% sure of that, if it's over 25 pounds. So we did hit that over 25 pounds, and we didn't even realize they were now doing things like that. So something is weighty. So we're happy to find the things we found, and I found some good things you'll see, but I just don't know. I don't know. So we paid $75 for everything, and I thought I might be able to do this while editing. Some of the heavier things we could weigh, and then just kind of be like, would we have paid $2?
I'd be worth like $500 at the bins, by the way. That's probably the only place I'm worth $500, but
no, you're worth so much more. You found this.
I did.
I love this. And do you want to tell the story about our reusable bags?
Oh, how you lost them? Well,
We are so organized. So when we lose something, there's a lot of dust in there. I was like, where did that? There's nowhere for things to hide.
Well, that's the thing. Now that we downsized from our Pennsylvania house,
Yeah.
we don't have a lot of places where things could be, you know. So if it's not, and I try to have a sort of a running inventory of stuff that we have, so we know where it is. How we lose stuff, I don't know. So the other day we had these blue and white.
I'll insert a photo. They're Baggu, B-A-G-G-U. I got one from Pop Sugar, which is a subscription box, years ago, and they're pricey bags, and we used them all the time. They were totally worth the price I paid for the subscription back in like 2014. But they're not worth replacing because they're like $60 now.
Yes, and we've lost both of those, and we've also lost my flashlight with you put a rechargeable battery on it, which is the most important thing is the stupid battery. Now I have one of my Ryobi batteries. I had 3 of those, and now I have 2 batteries because I lost the flashlight along with the battery. I have no idea where I could possibly put that. And we have no idea where we could possibly put the other thing.
I'm really wondering if we accidentally donated those to the thrift shop, because we had a donation to the thrift shop.
Well, that might explain the bags, but it doesn't explain the flashlight.
So if you've come into our house and specifically stolen things from around our house to just make us crazy, good job.
Put them back.
So Bear found this. I think it's it could be a hamper liner, you know, sometimes, but it could also just be a tote bag. I don't know that I'd want to put very heavy things in.
Yeah.
But it's gorgeous. I don't know what I'll do with it.
Oh, so you're going to keep that?
I might keep it.
Okay.
Because I went grocery shopping the other day by myself. I don't do that very often. And I was just thinking the whole time, I wish I had my bag. So I'm going to, but I don't think this is the bag to replace it with
so
produce.
Yeah.
But yeah, I love it.
Okay.
You did a good job.
Oh, thanks.
The next item is Lularoe. Have you heard about Lularoe?
Well, you know I know Lularoe.
Yeah. Lularoe has gone down drastically unless you have very certain pieces, and this isn't one of those pieces.
Now, I'm sorry, but
Yeah.
when you say Lularoe has gone down, you mean the value of Lularoe has gone down, not that
For sure.
Are they sort of waning the company as a company even?
The company has some major lawsuits,
Okay.
so I don't know.
Concerning what? What type of lawsuits?
You know, a lot of companies like Avon or Tupperware, or like they're called, there's certain companies, they're called MLMs.
Okay.
So you have to buy into the company. You can't find Lularoe at a store.
I don't suppose you can tell me what MLMs
Oh,
are.
I know, my brain just went like,
Okay, well that's fine.
multi-level marketing.
Multi-level market. Okay.
So to find the item, to find Lularoe, you couldn't go to a store, or even the Lularoe website doesn't sell it. You have to find a consultant.
That sounds really shady.
And consultants have to buy, it used to be like $6,000 to $10,000 up front. And then Lularoe would send them large quantities of unknown items. They couldn't really pick the print. So if you wanted black leggings,
Yeah. So you're saying that, like, if you have a store that you
Yes.
want to sell Lularoe, you have to buy $6,000 worth of, and you can't even pick out which.
you
which
can't
one.
have a store.
What? Well, you can't have a store?
No. They only wanted you to have pop-up parties where you would go to like a church fair and set
Okay.
up, or sell on Facebook.
Okay.
It's very specific.
Sounds like it.
So now that so many people have bought in and have so much quantity left that nobody wants, in my head I was still like, Lularoe is probably still worth $10. So I might get $10 for this skirt. It's a size large. However, because of the price of this, I'm really thinking we must have paid like $2 for this. I think I'd still do it again. Yeah, it's over a pound.
Yeah. So it's over
So-
$2.
Well, it was $1.59 a pound.
Oh, $1.59. Okay.
So,
Still, yeah.
yeah, I don't know. Do you want to do things too? You want me to hand you stuff you found?
It doesn't matter. I can comment whether I found it or not, but if I found it.
Okay, I found these really cool gloves, and I knew they'd be super lightweight. They're by a company that I couldn't really find much about them.
Now, are these meant to be decorative gloves?
They're meant to keep moisture in. So I think the company sells, or did sell, some kind of moisturizer. They just reminded me of Laura Ashley,
Oh, I know. Moisturizer. Yeah.
right?
At nighttime.
Yeah, that's what they say. They're called Moisture Jazz.
Give me moisture jazz hands.
I know. They're made in the USA. They're cotton. I loved the print. I have no idea if I'll get more than $5 or $10. This is something I'm drawn to. And then is anybody else drawn to it? I don't know.
We'll find out.
Next item I found, it is Jones of New York, which isn't a super great brand, but this was a one size. It's a poncho,
Okay.
and it has leather trim. And leopard print is very in. Isn't it a weird?
Yes.
It's really cool though. What is this?
Well, it can't be both of those things.
Cotton,
It has to be one of the others. Is it weird or is it cool?
both. Cotton modal. I could totally see somebody wearing this with like a black turtleneck and black sleek trouser pants.
Okay. Now, you know I'm going to ask. You should know I'm going to ask. When you say someone, what is this someone in your head? Not
Like a high-end real estate agent
Okay.
who wears way too high heels that are
Okay.
uncomfortable.
So it's a middle-aged lady, female, middle-aged female.
Probably. What are you considering middle age? I consider myself middle age. I'll be 40. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Right.
I think so. I think somebody easily older than that or younger than that could pull this off.
Okay. Now, when you say younger, if for example a high school girl wore that, that would be like a
I don't
joke.
think I would. Yeah, I wouldn't say high school.
Why?
I
I'm saying if a high school girl would not wear this,
don't
and,
think so.
and the only way they would be to parody the thing or something, right?
Maybe.
So that's what I'm saying. So I just want to know when you
Yeah,
say
I
can
honestly
picture.
have no idea.
Okay.
I haven't been to high school ever.
Oh, I don't mean about the high school thing. I'm just saying when you say that in your mind, you should say who you have in mind because not everybody knows what you're thinking.
Yeah, and here's the issue. somebody might not purchase that who I'm thinking anyway.
Yeah, but it's okay. At least you have in your mind who you thought it was.
Yeah, you can do this one.
Okay. Oh, this is a Callaway. This is a golf shirt.
Do you see the embroidery on the chest?
Oh, no, I didn't see. BMW Championship. Oh, okay. So it's a golf championship.
Yep.
All right.
BMW and higher end cars clothing is usually pretty pricey. I worked at BMW for a couple years and we had like a small boutique thing, so I don't know. I might be able to get, I have no idea, I didn't look it up. These were iffy. These are the So Slimming Chico's shorts. So they have like just a very smooth, nice waistband. There's no zippers, and they're a size 1.5. So it's probably somewhere around a 10.
Now, is that, what kind of sizing is that?
This, Chico's has their very own sizing.
Oh, that's right.
It starts at a 0 and goes to a 4.
Yeah.
It's so specific to them. But I'm gonna say these are really around probably a 10. They're blue and white striped. I don't know.
Okay.
You can do this one.
Okay, this would be a Harvard University hoodie sweatshirt.
Yeah.
I went to Harvard, by the way.
That's not true. It's missing the drawstring in the hoodie.
Oh, in the hoodie, yeah.
Is it? Oh yeah, it is.
Mm-hmm.
But you looked this up and it looked okay.
Yeah.
It was like $20, $25.
I have zero confidence in my looking up at all these past this, so I will never do that. I'm serious. I won't do that again unless you're there.
Okay.
So,
I thought you were doing really well.
well, we'll see.
Especially for somebody like I'm 18 years into it or something.
Okay.
Even though I did it a little sporadically there at the start. So I still pick up stuff that, like gloves. This is Dolce & Gabbana Basic. It's faded. It is more of a sleep shirt, but this is cool. This kind of trim is very in this spell out lettering.
So this particular thing is just cool, not weird at all.
No.
Okay.
Funny man. You looked these up, and then I looked them up when we got home.
Uh-huh.
These do look to have a following.
Yeah. Brooks Brothers slippers.
Yeah, they're made in Italy, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Made in England by Peel and Company. And they're so soft. This is probably lamb leather, I would guess. Aren't they so soft?
They are soft, indeed, yes. And there was like a blue tint to them.
Yeah, I think they're navy.
Oh, that would explain why they have a blue tint to them for navy blue.
And they are, what size are these? I tried these on, like I'm gonna wear these. They're a 9, they're a men's 9. So they'd be a woman's 11. They're in decent shape. There's a little bit, but I think they'll go for about $20.
Okay.
You can do that one.
All right, this is a plaid men's shirt made by, I can't hardly,
Paul and Shark Yachting.
Paul and Shark Yachting. I'll say, well, yachting means right away it's expensive, I guess.
It's 100% linen. People like wearing linen. It has a little shark embroidered.
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
probably $20.
All right.
Go ahead and cough really hard. Next, Eddie Bauer size medium Ramsden Trail. So I had one of these, not this print, I'm gonna say like 5 years ago. And it went for a lot more than I thought. And I really wanna say it went for $60-ish.
Oh, wow, really?
When this print is there, it usually is pretty good. It's also made in Hong Kong, so it's their vintage label. It's red and white Christmas stripe.
Do they not make
This
stuff
is plaid.
in Hong Kong anymore, this particular company?
I don't think Hong Kong exists too much in the clothing factory.
I was a bit concerned here because I thought for a second you meant Hong Kong was no longer around. Like suddenly Hong Kong has vanished from the face of the earth.
It's not like
okay.
a country that changed its name, but I just don't see clothing made in specifically Hong Kong.
Okay. I will have to admit that I too don't see much clothing made in Hong Kong.
Really? I'm guessing most clothing is made in China, if we're just honest, or the US. I'm gonna guess this is China though. Pakistan.
Ha!
Fancy.
That's right.
Not Hong Kong though. So I'll look that up. I didn't look it up. And the last thing in this bag, and they gave us the bag for free. So, hey, we have a bag. This is one of the
That's
TJ Maxx
kind of-
bags.
When you say for free, I mean.
No, they did.
Well, okay, but it's
Oh.
kind of the least they can do, and they're charging it. I mean, it's so light
Yeah.
by the pounds.
I was so excited about the free bag.
Okay, good.
This is a duvet with a piece of tissue paper.
All right.
It felt like cotton.
Sure.
I know to check bedding.
Okay.
And it was originally at Goodwill $12.99, which I'm really surprised nobody picked this up because we held this up and it looked like it was in really good shape.
It does?
It is Ralph Lauren.
Okay.
I'm gonna find the label because I'm pretty sure this is their made in the USA, and their bedding made in the USA has more of a following.
I think it was made in Pakistan.
Will I be able to just, why can't I find that? It's definitely USA bedding. So what is this, black with like an off-white stripe? It's almost nautical.
It's almost deep navy blue.
Yeah, it almost is. So
But-
much so that it might,
Yeah, I'd probably go with that rather than
it's gonna drive me crazy. But
like the Fine Young Cannibals.
sing it.
Drive me crazy.
I know that ooh 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 song. How long can you sit here while I look for a label?
Oh, I can wait it out, man.
I'm giving up.
Okay.
I'll put it in editing. So I always put made in the USA, Ralph Lauren bedding in the title. Oh, that's all I have over here.
Okay. So we'll have to get up to get other stuff.
There's a bag over there.
Yes.
You want me to grab it?
If you don't mind. Okay.
Oh, I found it.
Okay.
Okay, king size Ralph Lauren made in the USA. Okay.
That was a king size Ralph Lauren made in the USA. Duvet
It's their
cover.
navy label. Oh, we're in shoes now. Okie dokie.
Okay, I picked these up because they were, specifically I picked these up because they're wooden shafts. So they're, in any golf clubs with a wooden shaft will definitely be vintage. So I knew that they would be a vintage club, and also they are almost a complete set, and they are.
I think they are a complete set.
Yeah, they are a signature series. A Bobby Jones Jr., who was a famous golfer back in the day. Thinking, well, I looked them up online, and they were selling, but once again, I forgot about the weight and the shipping
So
of
they
them.
pulled these out. This was one of the things they pulled out, and they were $2 a club, and we have 11 clubs, so they were $22. But again, when I was in line and I got up to the cash register, Bear was pulling around the car, so I didn't have to walk.
Mhm.
Ugh.
So we'll see if that was a mistake. It probably was.
I've advertised them on Facebook Marketplace if somebody wants to make them into some kind of cool project, just for $35, to even see if we can get our money back.
No takers.
Not yet, no.
Okay. This is another thing, we couldn't figure out what these were, and by the little tag here, but I eventually got to them. K2, it is a snowboarding boot.
Yeah.
And again, these were selling, but so we eventually found out that these are snowboarding boots, and they were selling, but they are quite heavy, so I don't know that we will.
We thought shoes were $1.99. Wait for them to zero out. So we would have paid $1.99 for them. So we'll just multiply this by 2. So it's about 3 pounds. So it's 6 pounds. So we paid probably $10 for them. Again, I'll probably get my money back. They need cleaned up. Somebody wore them
In the mud.
in mud. That goes on the rag there. Okay, you got these.
Yes.
You got a lot of shoes. They brought out a lot of shoes.
Well, I only picked up not shoes, but these are golf shoes. So with the newer, easy to, let's say what do I want to call these? They're not steel spikes, you know, so they're easy.
Bear was a golf teacher. He was in the golf. That's not what it's called. A golf coach. Oh, a golf coach. That's totally what it's called.
I was a golf coach, but I
And
was
he's
on
in the
the
golf team.
not the golf club.
So he knows about golf.
Yeah. So these were selling too. So these were real.
Wait till it zeroes
Quite a
out.
bit less than.
Okay, yeah. Just so you could do one. So it's about £1. So we paid roughly $3.50.
So that's not
That's not
too
bad.
bad.
And they're in really good shape and they're giant size.
And they're 13.
The laces, oh, are they?
Yes. Yeah, I was thinking about going golfing.
They're a 15-4E.
Oh, 15. Oh, wow. I thought there were 13.
We have a few famous golfers that live in our area.
Okay.
Wonder if a famous golfer wear them.
Perhaps another set of golf shoes. These would be. I don't know if these are ladies or men's.
Let me see the size. These are cool. FootJoy. These are like bowling golf shoes. They're a 12.
That is if you could wear spikes on the bowling lane.
I'm guessing they're ladies.
Yeah, I think they are.
We could have you try them on because you're a 13. So if your foot fits in these.
Yeah, there's no way my foot's fitting.
Yeah, I don't think so.
It's golf shoe extravaganza here. These are Nike golf shoes.
These aren't bad either.
Nope.
These are a 13W.
See, these are the ones I was thinking of.
Okay.
I knew one pair I got was a 13.
Nike Power Challenge. I know nothing about golf shoes. Bear looked all of these up and I trust your golf knowledge.
Oh, well. That's not to trust me on things like that.
I found these. We have 2 pairs of this brand. Go ahead. You're fine. It's ABEO. I just thought they looked really cool and rugged and not in horrible shape. Like there's not too much of a foot imprint or anything. So they are Davenport black, size 11. I have to look up. I'm guessing this is a men's 11.
Yes, I would say so.
But there's 2 pairs of these.
Okay.
And here's the other pair, and same brand in brown. These are an 11 as well. I might lock those up.
This is.
You found this.
Yes, it's a heavy-duty knee brace with metal, and so it's not just a elastic type.
Yes.
So these were selling too. So
Oh yeah, I've sold these before.
you can adjust the range of motion so you don't over.
I have to make sure it works.
Mm-hmm.
I remember looking up a video years ago of how this works to make
Okay.
sure. This is Donjoy, so medical equipment and medical paraphernalia sell as long as you didn't need a script for it in the beginning. So CPAP, masks, and equipment, you can't sell that.
CPAP?
PAP.
CPAP.
C-P-A-P,
What's
like
that?
a breathing
Oh, okay.
apparatus
Oh, okay.
people wear at night.
Okay, stop their snoring.
No,
Or
I
if they
think,
have what do we call it? If they have
I think it's tied to a heart issue,
oh, okay.
but I could be wrong.
Sleep apnea is what I was thinking of. I mean,
It could be, but I know I've gotten eBay listings pulled. So I have sold these before, I can't remember, but this one looks like it's in good condition. As long as the lock works, we're good to go.
Okay.
We have another bag somewhere.
Over there, I think.
Oh, okay. Hold my hand just because I
Oh,
don't want to fall over
yes.
the shoes. That's my bad knee, so that sounds like a thing. Last bag.
Okay.
This, well, it was whatever it weighed, but this looks like they're going for about $70.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. People are now. Are they going for $7 because of Minnie Mouse specifically? You think? Like, it's not just because it's a latch hook kit.
I don't think so. I think vintage latch hook kits do pretty well,
So
and
this is
this
vintage?
Minnie Mouse, yeah, it's definitely vintage. I could just tell that. But there's not a lot of latch hook kits at this point.
I know I haven't seen many.
I used to latch hook when I was a child.
You did?
Yeah.
Huh. I must admit I've never latch hooked.
You just sow seed.
No.
But everything
broadcast.
was in broadcast. Everything was in here. Regular Goodwill went to $3.99, so I'm surprised nobody picked this up at the regular Goodwill. Isn't that weird?
Well, not to me because I don't know anything about that, but you know,
Yeah.
I trust you.
Yeah, everything's in there. I made sure.
Mm-hmm.
But we probably paid about $3. So this was probably the best find.
Mm-hmm. This is some type of filter. I don't know if this is for, I don't even know what it's for. I looked it up and they were all selling. So it's brand new, sealed, never been opened, so give it a shot.
And this will, we have to wait till it's here.
Yes.
It's okay. This has to ship priority mail, so it's going to be $7 to $9 to ship.
That's probably not a good sign. I'm thinking that's not a good
So
sign.
somebody's selling it for like $14.99 plus shipping.
Yeah.
It really
Yeah.
eats into.
See, that's what I'm saying. That's why I'm never going to do that again without you, because I need you here. Even if I find that and see it selling, I need you to look at it.
Shipping is really pricey when you think about it. Like, you think you could send this mail for like $3. You can't.
Mm-hmm.
Yarn. I wouldn't have picked up one spool of yarn unless it was really selling well.
Well, this isn't really yarn, is it? Is this yarn? Is this what you call yarn?
Yeah.
Yarn I always think of as that big fluffy stuff.
That's also yarn.
Okay, it's just a different. This is skinnier.
Yes.
Okay.
So this is linen cotton, and it's mostly linen, and it was made in Italy, and the dye lots matched. So what that means is they dyed this all at the same time.
Right.
So I don't know if it would have been a big deal. I didn't look this up.
You just know that they sell or whatever.
Yeah, linen is a pricier fabric.
Okay.
It's 9.1 ounces, so we didn't pay more than $1 for this.
So is this? They make what do you make out of this?
You can make any kind of clothing.
It's clothing. So it's not like a latch hook kit you'd make for this.
I don't think so. Some people are making amazing yarn sculptures almost that you hang, and I'll insert some photos. They're gorgeous. They're hundreds of dollars. I don't think people are using this kind of yarn. I think this will turn into probably a scarf. I couldn't imagine this being enough for a sweater.
Okay.
Yarn. It sells. This is a frame. It was not $1. It might have been $1. It's heavy. That we're gonna put the cross stitch in that Kathy sent me for the shipping area. So again, it was more than $1.
Yeah. See, that's just not great.
It's a decent frame, and I'll probably paint it.
Well, it is, but I mean, you know.
Yeah. It was $1 at a yard sale. It didn't
That's
sell,
what I'm saying.
so.
So if it's $1 at a yard sale, by the time it gets to the bins, it should not be $1.
$1.
Right. It should be less.
Yeah. You found this. This
I did.
is adorable. What was this selling for? Do you know?
I don't remember.
Okay. Rubik's Bear. Oh, the other side didn't have a face. So cute though. Plus it was new.
Okay, I got a song reference for you now.
Yes, please.
You said the other side didn't have a face. That reminded me of Eyes Without a Face. That's a Billy Idol song. Okay, that's it.
I know Billie Eilish.
Who's Billie Eilish? Who's that?
She's a very popular
she.
singer. Yeah.
Oh, she is.
Mhm.
Currently, currently. Okay.
Like one of the top singers.
Okay, yeah. Is she good?
She's really good.
Okay, good.
You would love the sound of her voice.
Okay.
Billy Idol I've heard of, but
Yeah. Well, I saw Billy Idol live, actually.
really?
Mm-hmm. You know a bit of Billy Idol trivia? You know,
I would love to know that.
You know he curls his. You ever seen him curl his lip? Billy Idol curls his lip. If you watch any videos, okay, he used to do this thing. He always curls his lip. He did that because of Elvis. He was an Elvis fan. Elvis curls his lip.
You are very good at that. I'm not so good. I can raise an eyebrow though.
Okay, go ahead. Yes.
Just my left one.
Yep. The Rock can do the things.
Really?
Uh-huh.
The Rock is so talented. I heard
That
him
right?
sing the other day.
Oh yeah, I never heard him sing.
Incredible.
Huh.
Like incredible.
Hmm.
You found a ton of this in different sizes.
Yes.
I put back the larger ones,
Okay.
and I'm glad I did now. But there's a lot of ribbon in here.
There is a lot of ribbon in there.
It's like red, white, and pale gold, which I won't put these all to. Did I say red, white? Blue, red. You get it.
Colors.
Yeah, colors. So Goodwill had these priced individually for $5.99.
Goodwill.
And we paid about $1.20. So good deal. I would have bought these for sure. I'll definitely use the ribbon. Stick stickers. I'm not going to show all of these because they're scrapbooking stickers and fun stickers I'm sending my sister for her planner.
Oh, so you're hiding, so you don't want to show them.
Yeah, stickers.
So on the back of there's some really cool stickers.
Some really cool stickers. And these are really cute dragon stickers, so those are stinking adorable. You found these.
Yes, I did. I'm not understanding why he has such a giant head compared to his body.
I don't know, but I'm guessing we paid almost nothing for these.
Yeah, I don't even know. There's way more.
2 ounces, less than 2 ounces, 1.6 ounces. So almost.
So technically 2 ounces. So technically they would have to, you would arrive at by, because there's 16 ounces in a pound.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to divide 199 by 16, right?
159 we paid.
Oh, 159 by 16.
Correct, and then multiply it by 1.6.
Okay.
So whatever that is, I will do the math.
Can't you do that in your head? Okay.
I might be able to. I'm not going to.
Okay. All right.
The other day, probably a couple weeks ago, I was on Skype, which if you don't know, it's Facetune, but for old people, with my niece and...
Did you say Facetune?
Yeah, not Facetune, FaceTime.
I was gonna say, is that like a song? A Facetune?
No, that's an app that you, like, smooth features on an Apple device.
Okay.
But I meant FaceTime. That's how old I am. So she Skyped me, and she was talking about JoJo, who's a singer.
Okay.
Do you know JoJo?
You've mentioned.
Okay.
Yeah.
And she was like, you know JoJo? So I spilled off a whole bunch of knowledge about JoJo that I knew. And then she was like, you know everything. So she gave this big, long math problem.
Okay.
And I said, it's 4.87. I'm so unclever and unquick.
That is true.
And she just turned around, she's like, really? I'm like, no, I have no idea what that was. But
Well,
stay-
Boss Skaggs did a song called JoJo.
Really?
Yes.
Huh. This is the last item. It is a suede tassel I pulled off of a handbag. The handbag was basically destroyed, but I really liked the tassel.
Now, I'm very apprehensive to bring this up.
Okay.
But was it ever a thing for?
Can't wait
you-
to see where this is going.
Well, no. When you didn't go to high school, you were homeschooled.
I was
But
homeschooled.
like the people that are graduating, was it a thing for them to hang their tassel on their mirror after they graduated?
Yes, that's totally a thing.
It's still a thing.
I don't know if it's legal to do, but it's probably a thing. Bear hates when I mention
Oh,
legalities.
So square.
No, but that was definitely a thing.
Okay, yeah. So I know it's a thing.
I had a tassel. I graduated in.
And did you hang it on your mirror?
No,
Why? Because it was illegal.
probably. I've always been a square. I'm very happy being a square. This is 0.6 ounces. We paid like 5 cents.
So it's not even an ounce.
No,
Okay.
but
They should have paid us to take that.
it's so funny that you can get a real suede tassel, which honestly, I mean, it's not a ton of worth, but I just thought it was kind of a cool color, and it'll probably go to my sister or my
Oh,
niece,
okay,
or a
that's
package topper, or I don't know. You could hang it on a handbag.
We could hang it in the van mirror.
We could.
We said we graduated from the Suede company, the Suede school.
And this is the last item, other than some rubber bands. We should have taken the rubber bands off the shoes. We paid for rubber bands.
Well, I'm sure that.
I'm weighing the rubber
Okay,
bands.
good.
Don't think I'm not.
Exactly.
They weigh nothing. I'd have to get my gold weight scale, which is grams, but we might.
So we didn't pay for this. So don't worry.
Yeah,
about
not really. You found this.
it. Yes, I did.
It is a Ralph Lauren bag. Now, it is made in China. Does it say the collection?
Now, are some Ralph
100%
Lauren bags made elsewhere?
Yes.
So this is a real.
Oh yeah.
It's real, but it's just made in China.
Yeah, it's a lesser line.
Okay.
Ralph Lauren has probably, I don't know, a dozen lines.
Okay.
So their purple and black labels are very high end. It wouldn't look like this, but it would be like hand stitched.
Why do you think they do that? Why do they have so many different lines?
To appeal to different customers and make it more accessible and make it very high end for people that
That seems like a lot
want
of
quality
lot
items.
of work on their part. You know what I mean? No, you know what I mean? Like, if you had like, okay,
I'm sure they didn't start with 12 different.
Oh, okay, but if you just had like a couple, like this is higher
Yeah.
end, but you made 3 or 4, but you say we have dozens. This
Oh,
seems
sure.
like, how do you even keep track of that? I don't see the point. Coincidentally,
Okay.
Fender guitars have the same thing. Now, if you know, Eric Clapton plays a Fender Stratocaster. Okay, you don't know that, but you know, most people know.
He probably curls his lip too.
Eric Clapton? No, Eric Clapton doesn't curl his lip. Eric Clapton doesn't need to curl his lip, believe me. Eric Clapton did much better than Billy Idol, even with the lip curl. But he plays a Fender Strat, and he would play an American-made Fender Strat, so that's the top.
Got
okay?
it.
So the next closest thing to that is a Mexican-made Strat. That's what I have.
Got it.
Okay. Now you go below that, and it's I think it's China or Japan, either one of those two.
Probably China.
Probably
Japan
China,
is
yeah.
still high end.
Okay. So yeah, but this has been in this way for years, though, so I don't know.
Probably still. Japan has a higher quality usually of items they produce.
I'm really not sure about that.
Really?
But yeah.
Okay.
It's either
I
Japan
could
or
be
China.
wrong.
But and then you go into like the different, just like how Gibson has Epiphone.
Yep.
It's still a Gibson, but it's a Epiphone.
Yes.
You know, so they can
More
do that.
accessible.
They can do that with the Stratocasters, with the Fender guitars too. But I do know it's American, and Mexican is the next step down, because
Okay.
I guess it was just the same.
Probably cheaper.
You're playing along so well, like you're interested, but I didn't even know.
No, I am interested.
Okay.
I like when I know that brands have different
Yeah,
lines.
yeah. So I mean, it's basically the same guitar with the same parts and everything. It's just one's made in America and way more expensive.
So true.
Mm-hmm.
If you find a Ralph Lauren, let's say lambskin blazer with the purple or black label, it was over $1,000.
No.
But they're I'm gonna say lesser line, and we're all gonna laugh because that's still a lot of money. But they're Lauren by Ralph Lauren is sold at Macy's, and a similar cut of blazer probably won't be lambskin. Might be. I thought I had to sneeze.
Okay.
Showed it to Dustin in the air. I think it passed.
Okay, but now is there, like in Fender's case?
Oh, I never said the price. It's gonna be like $150. Go ahead.
Okay, but does it look the same?
To you, if you cut out the labels,
Yes. It would look the same. Like you get the same color, same style, same everything.
it wouldn't to somebody that knew. Like if you looked at the stitching, it might be similar cuts, styles. It might be of a fancier button quality.
But my point is, let's
Yes.
let's say for example, this was a high-end bag.
Yes.
Okay. Is there a bag that looks exactly like this with
Probably
this
not.
exact pattern? Okay,
No.
now see with Fender, that's the way. So you could have a red. I have a red Fender Strat.
Yes.
It could be an American-made red Fender Strat looks exactly like
the same.
that, only it's
Yeah.
American-made. It says on the headstock.
I know a brand that comes to mind, and we'll weigh this and say what we think about this, is Vineyard Vines. Have you thought about Vineyard Vines?
Have I ever
Lately?
thought about Vineyard
I
Vines?
didn't mean to say that. Have you heard?
Okay, I got another song reference for you.
Okay, it's a pound and 11 ounces. So what is that, like? Almost 250 to 275.
Okay, finish your story and then I'll tell you this.
Okay, Vineyard Vines is like a Madras plaid, very preppy, summer in the Hamptons kind of company. And now they're coming out with a Target line.
Oh,
And their items will look almost identical in style. They're known for their PK cotton, and somebody told me how to pronounce that. Thank you so much,
Oh, yeah.
because I've been pronouncing it peak,
yeah.
because that's how it's spelled in
I
my
did,
mind.
I did see that comment.
Did you?
Mhm.
I know, and I remembered it. Go me, go brain. So it'll look virtually identical, but be for Target.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, tell me about your...
Well, you said, have you heard? And that's one of the songs that I thought perhaps I should add to my retirement community repertoire, because that's a song by the Duprees, an old doo-wop sort of
Oh,
group.
that's fun. So they would probably know. I know with the retirement community, you try to do like 50s, 60s.
Yes, so they probably would
70s,
know
but
that. They probably would know
yeah.
that song. Yes.
And then when you sing, I think they're calling it a seafood grill dive bar.
Okay.
I think that's like what's under the actual name of the bar you sing at.
Oh, okay, at the Cortez.
Yeah,
Yes.
and it's more seafood, I think, based. They have a lot of seafood.
I guess, yeah. I'm
That's
sure
what
because they're so close to the.
Yeah, they have over
Yeah.
100 years of seafood and fishing experience,
Yes.
supposedly,
Yes.
between the owners. So there.
Yes. Yes.
So tired. You're saying definitely like 70s, 60s, 70s. You probably wouldn't
Well-
venture into 50s too much.
No, not too much there.
Yeah.
No.
So when you said the name of that, I didn't know the song.
Have you heard? No.
So I didn't know where you were
Mhm.
singing that. But okay, so everything was $75. We'll probably, once eBay fees are, and let's even say I sell this for 50. So this will make back probably half of that. And the duvet will probably make back most of the rest of it, if not the rest of it.
Plus, we hope all of you out there will be like, ooh, you have to subscribe to Bear and Mellissa and watch this video from this video. And that'll be like, ooh, yeah, that's another bonus, right?
We have the most boring bin hauls.
I know.
I watch the bin pickers, just bin pickers if you're looking for them, but I always call them the bin pickers. And they go to the bins all the time and they find amazing things.
Well, what bins do they go to? Mostly?
Good question.
Well, thank you.
So they lived in Oregon and California and now live out west. So I'm pretty sure it's Indiana. It could be Illinois. They're so close in my head.
That's not really out west.
Oh,
That's
really?
north.
Oh, well, to us it's north.
Well, it's
when
a
we
little
lived in
bit.
Pennsylvania, it was west.
When you say west, Oregon is clear at the end, California
Yeah.
is west. And
I guess it's mid. It's definitely mid, I would call it.
Okay.
Is it not north? I would
Illinois is north up by, Chicago, Illinois and stuff.
Yeah,
That's-
so it's
that's
definitely
on-
west of Ohio, though. It's definitely the mid. What do you call that? Oh.
You've just been beeped. And like, we don't even want to hear more about this.
I was thinking of it in relation to Pennsylvania, but
Yeah, it's west from Pennsylvania,
Yeah.
yes. But you certainly wouldn't say Pennsylvania is a western town. Or state, I mean.
no.
I guess you wouldn't say Pennsylvania is a western town because that would be
No,
ridiculous.
yeah.
Because it's a state.
What would you consider Pennsylvania?
Pennsylvania is an eastern seaboard town. Not a seaboard, but eastern.
I grew up on Long Island, so that was definitely.
You just have a camera on you 24/7 to see.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
We were talking about Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania is an eastern United
State?
States. Eastern United States.
I can see that.
Continental United States.
I was watching a video.
Was it about a jigsaw puzzle?
No.
For 2 hours you watched?
I did do that.
That was on another video that we did earlier.
Yeah, who knows what'll get published
But
first.
by golly, you're going to want to watch that. When it comes out, I'm telling you. And I don't mean the jigsaw. I mean, you're going to want to watch the video about us talking about the jigsaw puzzle.
I'm making you watch that jigsaw video.
No, you're not.
At least 10 seconds of it.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. If you really wanted to,
I know, you totally would.
Yeah.
I watched where people say what states they consider the South.
Oh, okay.
And people had different, like Tennessee, and then Virginia, West Virginia, like a lot of places.
West Virginia?
Right?
That is not south.
Some people said West Virginia was like more of a southern, like, when you
Hospitality-wise?
kind of. They were going with like what states
Okay.
have grits and sweet tea, and they gave a whole bunch of reasons.
Yeah, so, for example, sweet tea. You're not going to find that in West
I
Virginia,
think they
right?
randomly called restaurants that they were on
Mhm.
the line with on the.
Okay. Okay.
What's that saying?
That they're on the border with? You mean the
On the-
Mason-Dixon line?
No. When somebody, the idea, they're on the fence.
On the fence.
On the fence.
Okay.
Anyway, so yeah.
Now the Mason-Dixon line is the generally
South.
speaking.
I would think
what they-
so.
Okay. David Letterman one time on one of his.
What about Texas? Go ahead.
Texas is more because it's over. It's more western, so it's not.
People would consider that the South. No? Texas would
Somewhat.
be considered the southern state.
Usually, when they think of the South, you think of like, in my mind, the stupidest war ever, the Civil War.
Sure.
So the South was, it's like that Civil War was mostly on the eastern portion, and then the South and North was.
Hardly any of them considered Florida the South.
Yeah, Because of that reason. Because of
Yeah.
the Civil War Mason-Dixon thing.
Yes, and I agree. We're not. Maybe northern Florida would be south. Now we've turned into a video about
What? Northern Florida would be south.
I think that's what they've agreed with. Part of the south.
Oh, because like Jacksonville and stuff.
Yes, and it's right under Georgia, which is truly most people would consider the south.
Well, Molly Hatchet, the band Molly Hatchet.
I interrupted
is
you,
from,
David Letterman.
is from
Sorry.
Florida. Okay, yeah,
Okay.
David Letterman one time in one of his shows, he called someplace south of the equator
Okay.
and said, "Would you go to your bathroom and flush your commode and tell me which way the water goes?"
Oh,
He knows he's supposed to go the opposite way.
that is a big thing.
Yeah.
Is that true?
No, I saw it. I mean, he actually did that.
Okay,
it
so
was
it
a
actually
gag.
is-
It was a bit.
Oh,
I mean, it's a real thing, but it was a bit for the show. Who randomly calls up people and say, "Could you go in and flush your toilet and tell me which way?"
I think
It
that'd
was a
actually
bit.
be a really cool video. Not for us.
My girl has very little conception of comedic
I watch
value.
a lot. Oh,
Yeah.
there are no comedy channels I watch.
Well, no, that like you don't understand comedy.
don't.
You don't understand
I'm
comedy.
definitely more of
You're literal.
very analytical.
And you
Literal.
think people are serious. Like when they say stuff, you're like, really?
Yeah,
And then-
if somebody says something in passing to me joking,
Yeah.
I totally don't get it.
They could be like, "Oh, I was the king of England last week," and you'd be like, "Really?"
I really would.
Yeah.
Because you just never know. And there is a king of, well, I mean,
Is there a king of England?
the queen.
Oh, the Queen, yes, and there's with the new people that what's her name? Markle something.
I want to hear this.
What is her name? What is it?
Her real name is Rachel, but she doesn't
No.
go by that.
No.
Yes. Yes.
The girl that was an actress that just got married.
Mhm.
She was in Suits.
Mhm.
What is her name?
Meghan.
Meghan Markle.
Yes, but her real name is Rachel Meghan Markle.
Oh, I see. I knew her first name was
And
Rachel.
she's the Duchess of Sussex.
She's a Dutch. That seems like a lousy gig. I gotta tell you. Seriously, I really believe that. Like, I wouldn't want to be king or anything. This guy's.
Oh, I'm out.
Yeah, they got too much crap to do.
Well, here's the thing. I never wanted to be the center of attention. Not at my wedding.
That's true.
The only reason I make these is because you are not sitting here. Anytime I'm in front of too many people, I get very nervous.
Well, you say that, but you're much better than you used to be.
I am.
You're much better.
I am.
Yeah.
But I'm not in front of people.
Well, there's a thing that continues to be cultivated. You know what that is?
You just randomly want me to say something that's cultivated?
No, there's something about you that continues to be cultivated as you go through life.
Oh, I hope so.
Yes, and you know what that is?
No.
It's the Melissa magic. The Melissa magic is being cultivated every day. Yes.
Can you believe, I'm sure you believe it, because we're old. We've been married almost 17 years.
Yeah. That's not fun to say, though. And everybody out there knows how much I love you and you're awesome. That is all true. I'm saying, but I genuinely mean that. I genuinely mean that. But it used to be fun, like, oh, how long you guys been married? Like, oh, we've been married a year, we've been married 2 years. I'm like, oh, everybody thought it was so cool. But now, it's like you say, how long you been married? 7. It's like,
No, 17.
yeah, it's no. It's,
Like maybe if we said 50.
oh, please, no. Let's never ever say that. Let's never be alive long enough to say that, please.
Yeah, we've really had some struggles, so I agree.
Yes.
But every day is a struggle sometimes.
Yeah.
15 years.
So if you hear we didn't make it to 50, don't be sad, folks. You can play this back and be like, oh, those guys are happy.
Here's the thing. I'd only be 72.
Yeah.
Unless they find a cure, I mean,
Yeah.
or some kind of, I'm out.
And no offense, really no offense, but I do not want to be married to a 72-year-old woman. No.
You're a 72-year-old woman.
Yeah, that's no good for either of us.
Yeah, I'm really comfortable with, again, I'm in front of nobody, and I put very little effort into anything with myself. So I'm really excited to turn 40. I don't dye my hair, I don't blow dry my hair, I don't paint my nails.
Well, you don't have to be out. You don't have to. I mean, you don't have a real job that you have to be out.
Exactly,
When
that's
we
what
were
I'm saying.
assistant managers, you know,
Yeah.
And even now,
I was dyeing my hair when I was in 8th grade, so
really,
yeah.
why were you doing that?
I wanted different colored hair.
Oh, you just
What
wanted different
8th grader
color.
Didn't, yeah.
I thought maybe you were like super, extremely premature gray.
No.
As an 8-year-old, you had to dye your hair.
No, 8th grade.
8th grade, okay.
Some people probably have gray hair. I mean, there's alopecia where people have no hair. So, of course, there's probably a condition where people have gray hair at a very young age.
I'm sure it is, and I'm sure some of it is absolutely beautiful because
My sister has the most stunning hair that's going like silver sparkle.
well, and you remember we talked this story with my dad before he passed.
That's true.
His hair got super what? It was beautiful. It was really what? It
Really
was.
thick hair.
It was.
You have really thick
I
hair
have really
too.
thick hair
He's
too.
cut
I
really
shave it
short
off
now.
'cause I'm
And
too
here's the
lazy.
thing: Barry doesn't dye his hair either.
No.
And we found out. I cut off your story, but we'll get back to your
Okay.
dad's hair.
Sure.
We found out that you were 85% Irish, UK.
English. Oh.
That's how they classified it on
Okay.
23. So we really had no idea. But so you have kind of like reddish, blondish hair, some of it,
Mhm.
and then some gray, but mostly brown.
I'm going to say it's like that leading man type, don't you think?
I love it. Okay, tell us your dad's
Okay,
story.
so he was
so funny.
Well, he had for some reason he had a big thing about that. There was a friend of his that he worked in the steel mills with. That I remember he used to come to the house and visit us. Super nice guy. His name was Wilmer Mack. But Wilmer Mack,
Hi, Wilbur.
he's dead.
Oh,
A long time.
Hi, Wilbur's grandchildren.
Wilmer Mack. Wilmer Mack. Yes, super nice
Good
guy.
name.
So this is back in the day. You know, rural Pennsylvania. Nobody called you. Just, hey, how you doing?
All the time.
Yeah. So, and if dad was like, or mom or dad, either one, if they were in the house, somebody would knock on the door, they wouldn't even get up, they'd be like, come on in. So they would just walk in. Some people didn't even knock, they would just come in. Or they'd open the door and be like, hello, anybody home? So Wilmer would come in, he would sit at the kitchen there and talk to dad, because they got early retirement out of Bethlehem Steel Mill. But Wilmer did have this beautiful, thick, white hair, and dad always talked about it. Man, he has some nice hair. I hope my hair goes like that. So dad's hair did go like that, and he was so fond of it that he had my girl get him special shampoo for his silver hair. Because people mentioned his hair too.
In the last year of his life, he was getting to the point where we needed to stay with him 24/7 and take care of him.
Yeah, watch over him, yeah.
As he aged and had surgeries and fell and had some issues with aging.
Yeah.
And we didn't really want to move him out of his house because he built it.
Yeah.
And it was in an area where everybody knew everybody.
Yes.
But we really looked for amazing retirement communities, and knowing what we knew about retirement communities, we knew there'd be perks to it. So we got him an apartment in a retirement community, which he hated.
He was not happy when he,
But then he went to like rehab nursing.
Well, he got sick.
He got sick.
He had to go in the hospital.
Yes.
And he got so, but when he got better, but when he came out of the hospital, they sent him to another area, not where his apartment was, which was still nice, but it was nothing like that.
It was like a hospital.
Yeah, so he was so grateful to go back. When he went back, everybody was like, Dino! He was there.
Everybody.
My dad's name was Dino. Dino Odell was his real, but everybody called him Dino. So he was like a superstar back then, yeah. But when he first
people would clap and say his name. And
when he first went there, he was mad because he didn't think we should send him there.
we did everything we could.
But he said to me, he says, well, you weren't going to see much of me. I'm just going to sit in my room. And I told my people that knew Dad and my relatives, I said, have you ever known Dean Plowman to go anywhere and not talk to people? My dad was like, everybody knew my dad. He knew everybody. I mean, he was. So yeah, that's what he ended up doing.
And
I
mean, we really tried to make him feel welcome. I went up there and took him to McDonald's, and you were up there all the time. And we passed out stamped cards at church, and like 40 people wrote him within the first week.
Well, you were much more in Dad's graces than I was at that point.
Wow, yeah.
He wasn't quite satisfied with me.
Plus, you didn't mow catty corn.
Yeah, well, he wasn't quite satisfied with me all of my life, but it got more visible
Pronounced.
at the end. Yeah, that's all right. Next time I see him, he'll be good.
So anyway, I bought him $20 shampoo.
$20 shampoo.
With purple shampoo for special white hair.
Yeah.
Everybody just loved him.
Yeah.
So.
Mm-hmm. And it was like, I mean, all my life was like it. Everybody knew my dad. Everybody loved him.
Yeah.
All right, so we're done now?
Yeah, our battery's gonna do that thing again where I have
Okay.
to restart it.
Yeah, we don't
and
want
we're
to
gonna
do
be
that.
like, oh.
Yeah, seriously.
Okay.
So now.
One, two, three. Bloomies.
No, what is the saying though?
We hope your day's blooming with joy.
No, but what is the saying when we
On
start?
three.
No. What is the saying? Okay, if I said,
Bloomies on three.
There you go. Yeah, whatever it is. If you're a team, it could be like the cats, the bubbas on three. That's what you say. You don't go 1, 2, 3.
You just came up with those words?
Right there it says Bubba.
I know, but you just came up with the cats.
Well, that was like it could be a team, like jackets, the Ferndale Jackets. United Lions. Woo. My high school is in United Lions. So now we go. You don't say 1, 2, 3 bloomies. You say like bloomies on 3. Okay.
Bloomies on 3. I should have a varsity
Hands in.
jacket.
Varsity jacket. 1, 2, 3 bloomies.
We hope your day
is blooming with joy.
Bye.
Bye.
I actually had a junior varsity jacket.
Oh, okay. Never made it to the big leagues, huh?
No, I was homeschooled.
Okay.
But it was for gymnastics.
Okay.
True.
I
Okay,
don't-
bye.
We hope your day is blooming with joy.